Hello, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining me today on this Friday, one of the greatest days of the week. Sunday's the greatest because we go to the house of God. But Fridays are great because it's the end of the week. I pray that you've had a blessed week. I pray that you got everything done that you needed to get done. But I tell you what, it is the weekend. It's coming up, and I pray that you're going to have a great, great time. Now, listen, before we go, though, I want to teach you just a little bit about one of the most key or influential ideas that every leader should have in their heart and in their mind. And this is what I call the I can attitude. I can. You know, I believe it's biblical, but not only do I believe it's biblical, I believe people are drawn to people that have an I can attitude. Listen to what Proverbs 23:7, it says, "For as a man thinks in his heart, so is he." So as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. If you have a heart that is always saying, I can't do that, I can't do this, we'll never be good enough, I can't. You know, that absolutely pushes people away, especially if you're trying to be a leader and an effective leader. You need to have an I can attitude. I love what Numbers 13, I believe it's verse 33 says. It says that the children of Israel were going into the promised land and they saw the giants of Anak and all their descendants. And they saw them, listen to this, they saw them as giants, but themselves as grasshoppers. Okay, now that isn't the bad part. The next portion of that verse says, and so they were in their sight. I want you to hear that. They saw themselves as grasshoppers, so the enemy saw them as grasshoppers. I'm here to tell you this. What you believe in your heart you are, that is what you project to other people. If you see yourself as not being a leader, then you're probably not. But I'm here to tell you that God wants each and every one of us to be a leader. And when I say a leader, I'm talking about you have influence somewhere, whether it's over your family, over your wife, around your different people in your life. God wants you to be a leader. You do have influence, believe it or not. But an I can't attitude will absolutely do more damage to your life than I can even describe in this little short teaching. So listen, here's some ways to kick the I can't attitude. Number one, remember the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Then he got into the point where I know I can. I know I can. I'm here to tell you, you can accomplish more with God than you've ever dreamed that you could. Let me say, the Bible tells us, eyes not seen, nor ears heard, nor entered into the heart of man, the things that God has prepared for those that love him. I'm here to tell you, God has big plans for your life. Have an I can attitude. Remember the little engine that could. He could do it and you can do it too. I know it doesn't sound very spiritual, but it's true. All right, listen to this. Say it. Say what you're believing for by faith. Say it by faith. And here's what I mean. When you speak things, you have an inner ear and an outer ear. The reason God gave you an inner ear is so that when you say something, it goes into your own spirit. Not only does it go into other people's, but it goes into your own spirit. So as a leader, it's so important that you speak I can over situations. Even if it looks impossible, even if it looks difficult, even if it looks challenging, speak I can and say it out of your mouth. Say, oh yes, I can do that. Even if inside you're like, oh boy, listen, because if you will say it long enough, those words will get down into your heart and it will actually empower you. Here's the truth. Saying I can't won't help you if you have to. I promise you. You have to change the way you speak. Number three, get God's mind in your heart. Get the mind of God in your heart by speaking his word. Get his mind on the matter. Get his mind. I can, and I know I can because God says I can. I love what Philippians 4:13 says. It says, for I can do what? All things through Christ who strengthens me. God wants you to have an I can attitude. Nowhere in the Bible does it say you can't. It only says you can. So this week as a leader, I want to challenge you. Remember, you can do all things through Christ. He wants you to have an I can attitude. I can have a happy marriage. I can run my finances. I can go to church on Sunday. I can overcome this obstacle. I can defeat cancer. An I can attitude will absolutely transform your life. Hey, God bless you. I'll see you next week. I pray that you've been blessed by our lunch alerts. God bless you, and I'll see you next week.